Hey everybody, I'm Jack and welcome to the first episode of Back to the Stage. And this is a brand new series where I'm going to document my return to performing live after taking a break for the last 2 to 3 years. I want to share with you my new Loopy Pro setup. I'm going to document all of the different decisions that I make along the way, the equipment choices, the highs, the lows, behind the scenes footage, and even I'm going to share and live stream some of the gigs themselves. Was acceptable in the 80s. It was acceptable at the time. Now, just a little bit of my backstory. I've been a gigging musician for around the last 20 years, typically in a function band setting here in the UK. Played in lots of weddings, parties, functions, pubs, clubs, the usual sort of circuit that people tend to get drawn into when trying to earn a little bit of money out of live music. And for the most part, I always enjoy myself, but after a while, my love for gigging started to fade. Like a lot of musicians, I started out playing for the love of it. I started out wanting to be a really good guitar player. I wanted to just shred the best I could. But then I got drawn into the function circuit, like most people do, because I needed to try and earn some money. So then I sort of joined a band, joined a few agencies. They put you out all across the UK, mostly in the southwest, playing people's weddings, parties, that kind of thing. And slowly but surely, I started to lose the love for it. And it sort of ended for me when I remember being on stage this one night. It was one of the final gigs that I had booked that had been rescheduled since COVID and since we were allowed to go out and perform again. And I just remember, stood on stage, it was the first song, and all I could think to myself was, man, I just cannot wait to go home. And I think you'll agree that's really not the right mindset to be having when you're performing. It's not good for you, it's not good for anyone in the band, and it's certainly not good for the client if it's their wedding or their party. Since then, my priorities shifted. I became a dad of 2 beautiful girls, and I just decided to take some time off, focus on my guitar tuition business, which I'm still doing to this day, and just leave the music for a little while and see how I felt about it a bit further on down the road. And I like to party, and everybody does. I make love and listen to the music. You got to let yourself go, 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 oh, yeah. Yeah. See, I like to party. Deep down, my desire to play music, create music, and share music's never really left. Hence why I've found this new path. I've started this channel called Loop with Jack, and I've really been enjoying the new discovery of playing styles, the challenge of trying to put it all together, mix in loops, software instruments, drum pads, trying to find ways to add structure to songs without it getting too boring live. And generally the response from everybody following this channel has been really positive. So I thank you all for watching, and I hope this new series is going to be something that you'll really get something out of. See, I like to party, everybody does. We can freak for the weekend, I love, just to see what you get into. This time round, when I go back to play music, I really want to enjoy my gigs. I really want to enjoy my song choices, and I don't want to be dictated to by a client or venue exactly what to play. Now, when you play the function circuit, you're of course at the mercy of who's booking you, and quite rightly. They want a party, they want banging tunes like Mr. Brightside and Stevie Wonder, but I don't want to play those anymore, and if it means not getting those sorts of gigs, then I'm okay with that. What I want to do first of all is try and work towards a busking style set where I can go and just perform in public. I want to have a battery powered rig, ideally, which would be really cool, so that I can just set up anywhere, different locations, play music, live stream it, and hopefully share it with you guys. So did you think? My goal is to craft a 30 to 60 minute live set in kind of a DJ style, where there aren't loads of pauses between songs. I kind of want it to be a flowing and cohesive gig. So I've got a lot of things to figure out. I'm not a great drummer. I have recently just bought a Nord Drum 3 drum pad with the intention of live drumming a little bit, but I'm going to use the advantage of things like Loopy Pro and MIDI quantization to probably turn things up should I get it a bit wrong. But yeah, I want to do a 30 to 60 minute live set, and then I want to be able to flow with the gig and go wherever the gig takes me. So if I want to do a big solo section, then I can. If I want a long breakdown, then I can do that. I want to be able to mess with different parameters and things like that. So I've got a lot of things to learn, and I'm going to share everything I learn with you in this series. But I also want to use Loopy Pro and my setup to create music on the fly and hopefully get back into writing originals like I started out with my band called Trip the Switch. By the way, you can check us out on Spotify if you want to listen to our album. And we've got a single called Set the Sails, which I always enjoy listening to, so go check that one out. In this series, I want to try and share with you everything that I learn, my equipment choices, why I've chosen them, hopefully some detailed explanations and rundowns, tutorials on how to set them up inside Loopy Pro. But there's no real substitute for actually getting out there and playing gigs. I've noticed that a lot of this cool stuff you can muck around with in the studio setting within Loopy Pro is great, but under the stress of a gig, when you're trying to tap different buttons, it's a sweaty environment. There's so many things that I need to change about my templates, and I need to change about my setup. So as I learn these things, I'm going to share it with you, and I'm going to be uploading lots of videos on the topic. I also want to share my practice logs with you, the song choices, why I've chosen them, and how I'm going to structure them in a looping manner. Not all songs are going to work, some I'm going to fail, and I'm still going to share that with you as well. And hopefully you guys can give me some feedback on the tracks you like, if it's going well, not so well. I don't mind, I'm open to this experiment.
Bring it back, sing it back, bring it back, sing it back to me. Bring it back, sing it back, bring it back, sing it back to me.
Now I've actually got a gig this Sunday in 3 days' time at the time of recording this, and it's another example of how I'm not really ready for the gig using Loopy Pro with all its bells and whistles. So what I've decided to do is just use the good old trusty acoustic guitar and a drum pad to just try and add a little bit of something interesting when I'm playing live. And then I'm going to slowly incorporate more and more features. Once I build my confidence, I'm going to do one song at a time and share that with you. If you want to follow along with practice logs, behind the scenes footage, live streams of my gigs and my rehearsals, then check a link down in the description where it will send you over to my members page where you can get access to all this cool stuff. But that's it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Not my usual video, I know, but I hope that gives you an insight into where my head is at when it comes to this channel and looping and some of the direction that I'm going to go. Don't worry, I'm still going to do all of my usual tutorials and breakdowns to try and help any of you just starting out with Loopy Pro. See you soon.
See, I like to party, everybody does. We can free for the weekend alone, just to see what you get into,